Is a weird day, and weird is maybe that's a little bit, I don't know, not descriptive enough, but it's a troubling day. It is a troubling time, and we come into work every day really blessed with the opportunity to, boost your mood a little bit, make you smile, give you some concert tickets, have some fun, talk about Taylor Swift. We're very blessed to have a job where we get to make you happy. We don't deliver bad news. We are not your doctor who is saying, that leg is going to come off. We are not that. We deliver good news. We deliver fun. But at the same time, there's certain days like today where you come into work and you go, man, there's some things that we got to talk about. And then you kind of strike the balance between do you be silly and talk about kids' lemonade stands, or do you talk about the horrible things that happened yesterday? So we're doing both. We'll do some stuff. As a matter of fact, we have a very important, hard-hitting topic in a moment. I'm going to throw out a food, and you tell me whether you'd eat it cold out of the fridge or whether you'd microwave it first.
Oh, wow.
Leftover Chipotle. But Bailey?
I would eat it cold.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Vaughn, leftover pizza.
Cold.
Oh.
1,000% cold.
No.
It's the right
Jenny,
air fryer.
Leftover lobster mac and cheese.
Oh, seafood hot. Yeah, I'd microwave that.
Okay.
You kind of have to, right?
Well, I think that I think that mac and cheese just does not taste good cold.
No,
it's one
congeals.
of the only items where there is a pop of flavor when you microwave
There is
it.
true, but if you're so hungry, you just can't wait 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
That's what I think about when
You're
Jenny
not gonna
says she likes to eat things at midnight. I'm I just imagine her standing in the light of her fridge, just shoveling something into her mouth.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
And that lobster mac and cheese.
You have a camera in my house.
So
I do.
We will talk about, we will do some lighthearted stuff because that's kind of your prescription that we have agreed to fill for you. But at the same time, we'd be stupid to sit here and do war. We're not doing War of the Roses today. We all agreed on that right away. It's we ain't doing War of the Roses because it just feels stupid to talk about some knothead who's cheating on his girlfriend when there's other more important things going on.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about, we're going to cover here and there, but other times you'll tune in and you'll hear us doing something else. Here is the principal of the school talking yesterday about the shooting.
Within seconds of this situation beginning, our teachers were heroes. Children were ducked down. Adults were protecting children. Older children were protecting younger children. And as we heard earlier, it could have been significantly worse without their heroic action. This is a nightmare, but we call our staff the dream team. And we will recover from this. We will rebuild from this. When we planned for this school year, we intentionally chose a theme from the prophet Jeremiah chapter 29, a future filled with hope. There's nothing about today that can fill us with hope. We, as a community, have a responsibility to make sure that no child, no parent, no teacher ever has to experience what we've experienced today, ever again.
Here's a 10-year-old who was, I believe he was there.
Yeah.
And he describes hearing the gunshots and his friend actually getting hit. A little warning, this is kind of hard to listen to.
Was it behind you where it was happening or in front of you? Just kind of...
It was right beside me. I was 2 seats away from the stained glass windows. So they were the shots were right next to me.
That's scary.
Yeah.
You went under the pew after that happened?
Yeah.
Is that what everyone tried to do?
I think I got gunpowder on my neck. Yeah.
When you heard the shots, what went through your head?
I was the first one, I was what is that? I thought it was just something. Then when I heard it again, I just ran under the pew. And then I covered my head. My friend Victor, saved me, though, because he laid on top of me, but he got hit.
Your friend laid on top of you?
Yeah, and he got hit.
Is this something that you've practiced before?
Yeah, we practice it every month, or I don't know, but yeah, we've never practiced it in the church though, only in school, so it was way different.
I picture a little Carson telling that story, and that's not little Carson. That's not your little kid. But imagine your little kid telling that story. What a brave little kid. I can't imagine his composure.
Yeah.
To be 10 years old and talking so fluently about something so awful.
Mm-hmm. And the bravery of his friend Victor, who laid on top of him. Oh,
That's a friend right there.
I know.
Yeah. Shout out for all the teachers who have to go in today with a smile on their face and welcome the kids in their little brand new Star Wars backpack and their brand new little shoes, and put on a smile and write their name up on the board and all of the things that teachers have to do. So do you take tacos and do you microwave them before you eat them, or do you eat them cold out of the fridge?
What kind of tacos are we talking about?
Street tacos.
Oh.
The thing about this, Dave, is you expect me to have leftovers of tacos.
Good point.
That's a first time only meal.
Street tacos, I'd heat them up. Taco Bell, absolutely not.
Okay, what
Cold.
about a pork chop? Cold, or do you microwave
I
it?
wouldn't eat a pork chop.
Microwaved meat
More for
is
me.
not really good.
That's what
It's
I'm
true.
saying. Like, I wouldn't
Yeah.
eat it microwaved.
I'd rather eat a cold leftover wings. Here's one, wings. I go to Buffalo Wild Wings. Occasionally there's leftovers.
Probably
I
cold.
would never microwave them.
What?
Yeah. I
No.
think reheated meat, I agree. Reheated meat tastes weird. It like makes it into jelly or like a
It's tougher
plastic
somehow.
sort of thing.
Yeah, it's
Are
not
you
good.
gonna? Here's a little question. When we get to the fair today, because we are going to the fair today, and we'll all be at the KDWB booth 11 to 1. Are you gonna buy all of us pork chops on a stick on the way in?
No, because they're quite expensive.
You did
How about
last
we
year.
do it
Last
on the
year.
cob?
No. Why is it on me to buy for anybody?
Because
you
money
love us.
bags.
Because I love you and I am money bags.
Yeah. I don't want to buy one.
I want some corn.
I would like a pork chop on a stick.
Corn.
You bought us last year.
corn. You did buy us one last year. Me, Bailey, and your son Carson.
I'll let you have a bite.
No, I want a full one.
I know, of course you want a full one.
Yeah, I would like a full one.
You don't need a full one.
How about we just like get what we want and then we send you a Venmo request?
Why would I pay for your fare at the
Once
food
again,
at the
because
fair?
you love us.
Money bags.
We are your other children
Mhm.
from another mother, brother, or
Yeah.
mister or sister.
Couple of other
Okay.
mothers.
Yeah.
So that's why.
Most
You
of your
know.
kids are self-sufficient now, and we are not. So we need you.
Exactly.
I love you guys. All right, we'll be back in a second. See, we're still trying to have fun. You got to put some fun in your day. Sometimes that is the prescription on a day like this. Do you microwave the wings or do you eat them cold out of the fridge? Do you ever stand in front of the fridge and don't even bother to sit down while you're having beef
That's
sticks?
Jenny.
All right, these are the big issues we'll talk
Big
about
questions.
next on KDWB.
The Twin Cities #1 hit music station, 101.3 KDWB.
This is amazing.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One, is coming back to Las Vegas.
T-Mobile Arena.
September 19th and 20th.
Streaming live only on Hulu. And you can win your way to be there for a weekend full of superstar performances.
Featuring
Tate McRae, Ed Sheeran, Lil Wayne, Jelly Roll, Maroon 5, Mariah Carey, Glorilla,
Diplo and more.
16 artists, 2 nights, 1 stage.
Does iHeart know how to put on a show or what?
Tickets are on sale now at AXS.com. And keep listening for the next chance to win your way there.
The iHeartRadio Music Festival. I love you.
Capital One is the proud presenting partner of iHeartRadio Music Festival, bringing great products, rewards, and services to its customers. What's in your wallet?
It's going to be a beautiful day out there today. Partly sunny, a high of 79. Tomorrow, partly sunny and 78.
This report is sponsored by the Minnesota Department of Public Safety.
After using cannabis, it's okay to get your hands on some things, but what you should never get your hands on after using cannabis, the wheel of a car.
In Minnesota, driving high is a DWI.
Extra enforcement now on Minnesota roads. A message from the Minnesota Department of Public Safety.
Jan from Toyota here with live coverage of end of summer fun at Toyota's national sales event with my special guest, Eli Manning.
Thanks, Jan. Let's get into it.
Down by the lake for some fishing, we've got Eric in his Tundra. He throws his line and he's going long.
Heck of a team effort there. That Tundra got him exactly where he needed to be.
Sure was, Eli. Until next time, go Toyota.
See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary. Event ends September 2nd. Toyota, let's go places.
When you own your own business, you own every decision.
Catch the red eye or take the 6 a.m.
Make a new hire or promote internally.
Celebrate a win with the toast at the gate or unwind at the lounge.
Big props to this team.
Some decisions are a win-win, like earning 8 times points on Chase Travel. Introducing Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business. With $2,500 in annual value, it's the business card that gives back all you put in. Visit chase.com/reserve business to learn more. Cards issued by JP Morgan Chase Bank and a member of FDIC, subject to credit approval. Terms apply.
KDWB-FM, Richfield, Minneapolis, St. Paul, an iHeartRadio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free and improved iHeartRadio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
If you take me to Walmart, then you're not my dad. If you take me to Walmart, then you're not my dad. HOLLISTER, yeah. HOLLISTER. There's a store, Dad, down at the mall, and you can smell it from way down the hall, 'cause they spray stuff on all their clothes down at Hollister. Oh, spend it. Hollister, down at Hollister. All their clothes are super cute, tees and tanks and camis too. Mom, can I please have a few bucks so I don't look like you? Employees all drink Caribou, either that or Jamba Juice. Take me, I'll be nice to you. All the gay guys shop there too. American Eagles over with, they're just so 2006. You can go but don't come in, 'cause you're so embarrassing. Me and my friends buy their clothes, then we grab our camera phones, strike an inappropriate pose, and put the pictures on MySpace. Hollister, down at Hollister.
Oh my God, Allison, give me a break. We're on a beer budget, you got champagne taste. I'm taking you to Penny's and then over to Pomida. You ain't wearing clothes that show off your booty. If you want to go to college, then you better well acknowledge that we gotta save some money. So what's wrong with dressing funny? I don't want to make you mad, but Walmart really ain't that bad.
If you take me to Walmart, then you're not my dad. Dad, can you give me $150?
What do you need $150 for?
I'm going to Hollister.
Hollister? They got great stuff down at Kmart. We're getting in the car. We're going to Kmart. Let's go.
Kmart? Just give me your wallet.
Cash out anytime, right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code NEXT for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code NEXT.
Oh, we love our pets, and August is Pet Appreciation Month. You can show your pet and your carpet some love. Get 3 rooms of carpet clean from Zero Res, starting at just $119, plus a free hallway and $75 off air duct cleaning, too. Book online, ZeroResMinnesota.com.
Join the M&M's Fun Club.
From the 612 Injured, High Merle and Lammers Injury Law Traffic Center.
Good morning. We have an accident on Highway 61 westbound near Burns Avenue. Highway 10 is slow eastbound from Airport Road to 35W. Lafayette Freeway has delays northbound from Plato to 94. I'm Maria Arnold, and that's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by Starbucks.
The pumpkin spice latte is back at Starbucks. Crafted with our signature espresso and real pumpkin sauce. Then topped with whipped cream, cinnamon, and nutmeg. The PSL. Get it while it's hot or iced. Only at Starbucks.
Season 3 of the Idaho Massacre podcast is back.
It was an unimaginable crime. Nearly 30 months of silence until...
In a bombshell development, Brian Koberger has agreed to plead guilty.
This isn't the justice you wanted, but this is justice.
Listen to the Idaho Massacre on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search the Idaho Massacre and start listening.
You can do more than listen on KDWB. You can watch The Dave Ryan Show. Just go to YouTube and search Dave Ryan TV.
I have some important questions for you guys, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Would you microwave French fries? Let's say you got leftover French fries. You went to the state fair. You bring them home. You stick them in the fridge. The next morning, French fries. Do you eat them cold? You microwave the French fries?
Neither. I would air fry them or nothing.
Okay. I've never air fried fries, so maybe I need to try that. Otherwise, they're not even going in the fridge.
Yeah, I would just eat them cold. But also, if I go out to eat, the first thing I eat is fries and then half of my burger. And then the other half if I'm too full, if I'm still hungry. Because fries never stay good.
No, they're not good.
And they taste the best on the plate.
Now, the reason we're talking about something so stupid is just a little deviation from the tragic things that happened yesterday. And we will talk about that. We've talked about it for the last hour and a half. But at the same time, I think you come to KDWB for a little bit of fun, a little bit of levity, a little bit of a smile. So this will make you smile.
Yeah.
Hot dish. Now you open up the fridge. There is a Tupperware, Gladware with leftover hot dish. The tater tots are sitting there on the top. Do you microwave it or do you sit there and you eat it cold? Bailey?
I feel like I would microwave it, but I think the bigger issue is that hot dish isn't like offered in more restaurants.
Okay.
Because I think
agree.
I would like to eat that more.
Okay. Jenny, microwave?
I'll eat it cold.
Gross. Well,
why?
That's got to be microwave. What?
It's fine.
Not touching hot dish.
Why?
Sorry. I've lived there 2 years and I just came around to cheese curds, which are delicious. But hot dish does not sound fascinating to me at all.
It looks like vomit, but it tastes like heaven.
She's 100% right. Yeah.
It's so delicious.
Salmon. You got a leftover little plank of salmon. Do you microwave it or you eating it cold? I'm saying cold.
Cold.
Jenny?
No, warm.
Yeah, microwaving
Seafood
it.
Warm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Chinese food. You go down to Panda Express. You come home with beef and broccoli and an egg roll.
See, I think Chinese food is the only meat that when you microwave it, it doesn't turn it in any way.
I think you're onto something there. Yeah.
I don't know what they put in it to make it so, but I will microwave all of my Chinese food because the meat doesn't get weird.
That one's depending on how hungry I'm in the moment. Because if I'm super hungry, I'm just going in cold. If I can give myself a minute or two, I'll microwave it.
Okay.
Going in cold.
And finally, spaghetti.
Warm.
With meatballs.
Warm. Meatballs aren't good cold.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't agree.
I feel like
they're good either way.
if it's ground beef, that's something that can be microwaved and still taste the same versus like a steak. I ain't microwaving a steak.
No, it's
going to ruin it. A pork chop. I ain't microwaving
So
a
you're
pork
going
chop.
to eat a cold steak?
Yeah, I would chop it up really little and put it in like a
Make a
salad.
sandwich. I put it in a sandwich.
Ooh, yeah, that's nice.
Okay, so there is a little bit of like the other side of the coin, but we got to get serious though, because there are a lot of people who are probably wondering, why are you dummies talking about this? We're just trying to provide a little bit of something else to kind of, elbow you in the ribs a little bit and make you smile. This is the mayor yesterday basically dismisses calls for thoughts and prayers, and there's a lot of people who have thoughts on this statement.
Don't just say this is about thoughts and prayers right now. These kids were literally praying. It was the first week of school. They were in a church. These are kids that should be learning with their friends. They should be playing on the playground. They should be able to go to school or church in peace without the fear or risk of violence, and their parents should have the same kind of assurance. These are the sort of basic assurances that every family should have, every step of the day, regardless of where they are in our country.
I think that's it. He's correct. It is so obvious, though. Your school should be one of the safest places. Your home, your school, everywhere should be a safe space.
Yeah.
And a school especially, it's like a sacred place, and it's a church and a school. And that should be a place where you 100% feel safe. I'm going to speculate the shooter did not go inside. They shot through windows.
Yes, that's correct.
I'm going to guess they probably had a metal detector This person found a way to get around the idea they had a metal detector and shot from the outside.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know what they had, but yes, they did shoot from the outside.
I believe they had a shotgun.
A rifle.
They had a rifle. It looked like a shotgun. And then I heard they also had a handgun too.
Mm-hmm.
And we can talk about gun control and laws and why doesn't, like this country never has school shootings because they don't have guns. Listen, I have a lot of guns. I am not a gun nut by any means. There's a lot of people who listen who have guns, and you're a responsible gun owner. If I could snap my fingers and get rid of every gun in the country, I would.
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely would. The problem is you can't. So if you were going to make like what the media calls assault rifles or AR-15s or any kind of rifle illegal, well, and then you had to turn yours in, guess who wouldn't turn theirs in? Go ahead and guess.
I mean, the people who do things like this?
Yeah. So that would mean you are now not armed. You don't have protection for your home. If you had to turn in a deer rifle, you can't go hunting. So banning guns it's the genie's already out of the bottle.
I agree the genie's out of the bottle. I think that there could be some other protocols taken, though. And I don't really care to get into that because that's not like what our show is about. But I do have, I think, a different opinion on gun control.
Well, like what?
That there should be more.
Well, I think there should, but I think
like,
that...
what do you mean, what? There should be more gun control. It's not just about mental health.
Well, no, and I think that's a fair statement. And like I said, I am a gun owner. I'm not a gun nut. But if I could snap my fingers and make every gun go away, I'd do it. It's like, you want to go hunting? Use a bow and arrow. Because we're not going to have gun problems. There's not going to be murders and massacres and things like that. But it can't happen because...
Why not?
Because if law-abiding gun owners it's like, okay, it's a mandate, bring your guns down and you got to turn them in. Law-abiding people would do it, but criminals and mentally ill people might not. There's an old saying, if guns are outlawed, only outlaws will have guns.
That's deep.
I just feel like I don't want to lump every person who has a mental illness in with each other because I know plenty of people who have a mental illness who have never killed somebody.
Well, of course, absolutely, yeah.
And I personally, I don't think any material possession like a gun is more important than children's lives.
100%. Oh, no, that's what I mean. I would give up every gun and it would be like, okay, we're going to turn in the guns if I knew that everyone would go away. I can easily live without my gun. I don't need it.
Right. I mean, what's wild to me, and this is like the only thing I'll say about gun laws, but I have one that my grandpa gave me.
You do?
I do. I have one that my grandpa gave me. And he paid for me to have a conceal and carry class. I took that class. That class is 4 hours long. And what was baffling to me is that you don't have to take a class to buy a gun.
Really?
Nope.
I did not know that.
You do not need a background check. I don't think you can still have one without any of that stuff. Because what if my grandpa just gave me one?
You're absolutely right. Yes, my dad, when he died, I got all of his guns.
Right.
There was no test or anything like that.
And that's bonkers
But
to me.
you're right, yeah.
But I mean, the thing I remember most about that class, which was 10 years ago now, is I had people raising their hands in this class and say, well, what if someone's running toward me? Can I shoot them? And people, the instructor keeps saying do not shoot people. Do not shoot people. And then there were so many, but what if? But what if this happened? But what if this happened? And in my brain, I'm thinking why are you guys trying to justify shooting someone? And it felt so uncomfortable being in that class. But I was taking a class specifically that people aren't required to take.
No, that's very true. And you're right. You buy a gun, they do a background check, but they never ask you whether you have any ill intentions or whether you've got whatever. If they got a criminal history is a different thing. I had no idea that you took a carry class. And we're not going to spend a lot of time on this one, but I've taken a carry class. I've got a carry permit in my pocket, but I never carry.
Oh, no, I don't.
Yeah.
I just took it because my grandpa paid for it and made him proud. So I was like, okay.
I think when you take a carry class, the main thing you learn is it gives you a right to carry a gun, not shoot a gun.
Right. But
period. Almost period.
And that's what the instructor would say. But there were so many people in that class who kept saying, but what if? And so they were trying to justify using it when they shouldn't use it. And that's why I'm thinking, like, then why do we have them in the first place?
Well, I think that there are some people who buy, like, okay, we're going to get down a rabbit hole. I don't really want to, but people want to find an excuse to use their gun. There are people who are like, yeah, I'm going to take a carry class and I'm going to be a savior when I walk into the so-and-so strip mall and there's somebody who's robbing a liquor store. I think there are people who look for that. But let's kind of change gears back to...
Yeah, we have somebody on the phone that works at the school yesterday that wants to share their thoughts and opinions, actually.
Yes, let's please do. Because we're going to open up the phones and basically, how did you find out about it? How did it hit you when you found out about it? What are you going through? What do you think? Do you know any connections to any of this that happened at this school? And this is somebody who actually is a para at Annunciation School. Hi, Laura.
Hi.
What did you want to talk about, Laura?
I want to say I listen to you guys every morning while going to work. So I just want to put that out there.
Wow. Thank you.
Listening to you. Yes, I am a para. I actually am listening on iHeartRadio down in Iowa, not much further. And I am a parent. I just want to say it's so sad.
Oh, a parent.
No, a para.
Oh, okay, I had it right.
Para, P-A-R-A.
Oh, so I was right.
Yes. And so just instances like that are just really sad. I would do anything for my students. I mean, I'm only 4'10", so I'm not very tall, but I would do anything for the students at my school.
Did you say you worked at Annunciation? Did I understand? Maybe I got this wrong. Do you work at Annunciation?
No, I work at a public school in Iowa.
Oh, okay. I see.
But,
okay.
As a parent, I just feel so bad when I see things happen, shootings happen with kids and everything.
And it's got to be so scary for anybody like you. I know another para who works at another school that I did a graduation speech for last year. It's like a high school. And, you know, the awful thing is like sometimes it's a high school student that's in a high school. Here is somebody who is not in high school that decided to go to a K-8 school. So that just doesn't seem to, there's no rhyme or reason. Every teacher, every cook, every custodian, every bus driver, every principal, every front desk receptionist, secretary, they have got this in the back of their mind. And then it comes to life with something like this. And I think there's probably a lot of, well, this could never happen at my school. And I think that's kind of what makes us feel safe. And we talked about that earlier. You get into a car, you go, well, this is not going to happen to me, but you put your seatbelt on anyway. So what are your thoughts on this? If you want to talk about anything, I wrote some ideas down that we might want to bring up when it comes to this. First of all, what do you think schools can do to prevent things like this from happening again? If you've been affected by gun violence, what kind of support have you found helpful? What do you think that we can do? Because it's one of those things, you guys, it's so frustrating. You know, we always kind of like, we shake our head at like the whole thoughts and prayers thing, because you can thought and prayer and think and pray, and it doesn't always result in change.
Yeah.
And it has not. So what can you do?
Well, here's just two random things that I actually have. Hold on.
Sure.
That you can donate to these families to, like, I don't exactly know what the donations go to, but texting ACF1 or text ACF1 to 41444. That's how you can donate. I'm sure you can look it up as well. I got this from like a news website. Look it up if you want to donate to them. And then also Memorial Blood Centers are looking for donations. I know a lot of people who donated blood yesterday. And that's something that you can do as well if you have the blood for it.
Yeah, because there's a lot of kids. I mean, there's always a need for blood.
Yeah.
There always is.
And I think there's always like a, they need it all the time. So might as well go do that now.
Absolutely. All right, we're going to kind of we're going to do a little bit of dirt, because we we're kind of alternating between covering the heavy stuff and doing some fun stuff too. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of Dave's dirt on KDWB.
The Dave Ryan Show, 101.3 KDWB.
Well, we have a volunteer to officiate Taylor Swift's wedding. It's Flavor Flav.
My girl Taylor is engaged to my boy. I'm stoked. I can't wait for the wedding. Not only that, but when y'all get married, let your boy Flavor Flav be the officiator. I would love to officiate the wedding. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I don't know what they're going to say, but at least it's a good offer.
Probably no.
Okay.
I'd say.
Jason Kelsey congratulates Taylor and Travis.
We did record this podcast on Monday, which was Travis's one day off. So he is not here to address this himself, but we felt necessary as a team here at New Heights to get together and send Travis and Taylor a giant congratulations for being engaged. Yeah! The proposal heard around the world.
Okay.
Gosh.
Did they say anything about when they're going to get married?
No, I haven't seen any reports on that. I mean, the only thing we've gotten was Ed Kelsey, their dad, coming out because he's the only one who hasn't signed an NDA.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the only thing we've gotten like extra details about was because he could talk about it. Love Island happened, wrapped up about a month ago, and they just had the reunion on Monday night. And the winners of the entire season, Brian and Amaya, are no longer together, even though they very much look together on the reunion. But it sounds like Brian's been kind of sketchy. Amaya said after leaving the villa, it's become clear that we were on two different journeys and our visions didn't align with relationships. It's supposed to be a team sport. So she always has the best line. She says, you don't have to drink the whole sea to know it's salty.
Good.
That's a bar.
Wow. So they are no longer, but they did win $100,000 from the season. So good for them for getting the money at least.
Speaking of someone who is no longer, Liam Neeson and Pamela Anderson faked their romance that was used to promote The Naked Gun.
Oh.
Potentially. We're assuming their romance was allegedly just a PR stunt to help sell tickets for The Naked Gun. I think it worked because we were talking about it. But a source, who knows what the source says, but they said that their chemistry was real on camera, but off camera, it was strictly business. And Pamela Anderson's a pro.
Naked Gun came out.
Yeah, it came out.
It kind of came and went. I didn't really hear anything good or bad about it.
Oh, I heard that it was great.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There's a big announcement coming from Ariana Grande, possibly next year. She posted this very cryptic video saying, well, first it said a corrupt file has been found and corrected. And then the video cut to text that said, see you next year, announcement loading. And everybody's anticipating that it's a big tour that she's going to be doing next year. And I've also heard rumors if it is a tour, Madison Beer is going to be opening up for her, which go off, I guess. A very interesting choice, but we shall see.
All right. I'm going to give you a show that you got to watch. My nephew, shout out Corey, said, Dave, you live in Minnesota. Have you watched that Ruby Slippers theft documentary on Hulu? I said, tell me more. And I started watching it last night. It's on Hulu. I don't know what it's called, but it comes up on your menu screen when you start scrolling.
Yeah.
Because you know the Ruby Slippers, there's like 4 different pair. One's at like the Smithsonian, one was here, one was there.
Like the Wizard of Oz Ruby Slippers?
Of course,
okay,
yes.
Just checking.
And then one was a traveling display. This guy bought them. He bought them for like $2,500 from the wardrobe department over at MGM. They're doing a big clearinghouse, and he bought these probably back in the 80s or so for $2,500. So he would loan them in like a traveling exhibit. He loaned them to the Judy Garland Museum in Grand Rapids, Minnesota, town of 10,000 people, and they were on display. Somebody turned the security cameras off and the alarm off one night because it was annoying. Somebody broke the glass, came in, stole the Ruby Slippers.
Wow. I never knew that story.
Yeah. And so the police, they called them like bumbling Mickey Mouse cops. And I don't know whether that's fair or not. They had no idea what they were doing. Because, you know, a lot of small town cops, it's like, okay, somebody stole my tractor. You don't get a whole lot of Ruby Slipper thefts.
Yeah.
But it's really fascinating. And I'm only about maybe 30 minutes into it. It's about an hour-and-a-half movie about the theft of the Ruby Slippers, which I think they recovered them.
They did.
Didn't
Within
they?
Like the last year or so.
In the last year or so.
I think, I don't even remember, but it was like a really silly story of how the guy got caught. Like he almost turned himself in or something.
Something like that,
I don't remember. Yeah.
We'll have to look that up. Anyway, that is The Dirt, brought to you by 612 Injured, Heimer and Lammer's Injury Law. All right, we're going to come back in a second. We're going to take a little break here. We're going to play some music. I think we want to play that new Jonah Murray song.
Oh, yeah.
Because I love it so much.
Oh, my gosh. I literally listened to it on repeat like 10 times yesterday. Don't ask me why. I just did.
It's so great song.
I texted him 2 days ago because I was like, Jonah, this song, because it's about him being homesick because he's, in Nashville, but he's from Minnesota and he misses, his family and seeing his sister grow up. And as somebody who's also a transplant, I was like, this song speaks volumes, dude.
Totally. So check it out. We'll play that. We'll come back with more. And we're going to open up the phones. This is the one time we're going to open up the phones wide open, almost like a no phone screener Friday, but we will screen through them. And we're going to let you say whatever you want to say about the shooting yesterday? Kind of like a little therapeutic kind of a thing. If you got anything that we've missed or something that you want to reiterate or something you want to go back to, or just your thoughts. What did you tell your kids? How do you feel about going into school today? Maybe you're a teacher. Maybe you're a first responder. Maybe you've been a victim of gun violence. What do you want to say? We're going to leave it wide open for your opinion and your thoughts. One time, here it is right now, 651-989-KDWB. Jonah Murray, it's called Hearts Back Home on KDWB. Open up the phones this one segment to talk about yesterday's events, because I know that there's a lot of people who want to say things. We're not really going to step into like the whole political realm, although there are a lot of people who want to step into that. We're going to try to talk more about the feelings, how you felt, how you feel about sending your kid to school. I've got grown kids, but I got 3 little kids, and I got other kids that they do go to school.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's kind of like it'll never happen to us kind of a thing. I think that reassures us in a lot of things.
Yeah.
Oh, your friend has like eyeball cancer. Oh, that's terrible. Thank God that'll never happen to me. But then sometimes things do. So let's get on the phone to see what's on your mind. 651-989-KDWB. Like I said, this is the one time we're going to make the phones wide open just to say whatever you want to talk about. Andrea, you're up first. Thanks for calling KDWB. What's on your mind?
Yeah, thanks for taking my call. I just wanted to get on here and say that this is absolutely horrible. And I know that we're all having a really hard time wrapping our minds around this, because it's unfathomable, and it shouldn't be even an option. And I pray for the family and the children and the teachers. And I just hope that this disturbs our peace enough to make a change. No more thoughts and prayers. Let's get out and vote and make a change.
Okay. Thank you, Andrea.
Yeah.
Let's talk to Megan. Megan, what's on your mind?
Yeah, hi. I just wanted to give perspective from another Twin Cities mom. My heart just goes out to every mom. Yesterday, you see the pictures of them running, going to check on their kids and praying like, not mine, not mine. It's just such a sickening feeling. And I have 3-year-old boys that I am planning on starting school next week. And I just feel sick about it now. Like, how can a mom feel comfortable dropping their kids off at school and know that they're going to be safe? I don't know what Annunciation could have done different. I just know there needs to be change.
Right. I think that's the thing is like, drop your kids off, and you should be able to think, oh, okay, they made it to school fine. And now I can go to work and I can concentrate on my spreadsheets and my Teams meeting or whatever. But now with parents, you got to be just a little tiny spot in the back of your mind.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Hey, thank you. Appreciate that. Let's talk
Can I just make one clarification?
Please do, yeah.
So I know some people are saying, and like the mayor, like enough thoughts and prayers, it's not working kind of thing. I don't want anyone to think that we're saying thoughts and prayers aren't helpful. I think it's thoughts and prayers and something else.
Mm-hmm.
Not just, it's not like don't have thoughts and prayers. That's not what we need. It's thoughts and prayers and.
If you believe in God and whatever faith and you want to pray, of course, do that.
Yes.
But also there has to be something else done.
Right. So I want to make that clarification so people don't think we're saying it's not helpful, because it is.
No, totally get that. There's a lot of people who rely on faith in so many situations. And there's a lot of people, let's face it, who disparage faith. And shame on you. Shame on you if you disparage anybody's faith. Because sometimes that's all they have.
Mm-hmm. Anybody's.
That's what I said. Not just Christianity, but any faith. Because sometimes that's all they have. They might not have money for resources or a lawyer or this treatment or this luxury or whatever. So sometimes if you disparage Christianity, shame on you. Because sometimes that's all somebody has.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Let's go to a school social worker. We're waiting on getting them on the phone. We'll talk to them in a second. We have a school social worker on the phone. We're opening the phones just for this segment, and then we're going to go back to a little milder coverage. But for right now, it's all you. You're on the radio. Siri. Good morning, Siri.
Hi, I'm a teacher, not a social worker, but it's a devastating thing to happen. And as a teacher, I know that every single teacher has a plan, because at this point in the world, it feels less like if it happens and more like when it happens, because there's no guarantee. It's just devastating. Every teacher's heart breaks every time we see those headlines. And just sending lots of love to our friends in Minneapolis.
Do you do anything different now when you hear something about this? Are you kind of looking over your shoulder, or are you kind of watching the door? Does it change the way you go into work, Siri?
Yeah, it always is, it's like a refresh. It brings it back into the front of your mind. It's always in the back of your mind, but every time it happens, it's just a lot more anxiety about it. You're always a little extra nervous when you hear an intercom announcement or when a door slams or something like that.
Do you do the run, hide, fight drills? What do you do? Do you any kind of special drills at your school?
Yeah, we have the school, I don't want to share them just for privacy reasons, but we have a variety of plans in place for different situations, and we have to practice them every year. And every year it's kind of depressing having to see kids duck and cover and hide and make those plans.
Can't even imagine. And these kids really don't have a concept of what they're preparing for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Some of them do.
Yeah.
Some do, some don't, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, thank you. Appreciate that. We do have. Yeah, thank you. Here we have, I want to say her name is Anitra. Did I get your name right?
Yep, this is Anitra.
Anitra, you are a school social worker. What did you want to add?
I just wanted to call and just, I know this is a scary time for families and everything, and just reassure families that, staff go through extensive training on how to keep your kiddos safe. We, in my district anyways, we do scenario trainings with the police in our school. We've actually had police come in and shoot blanks so we know what they sound and smell like, which is just awful that we even have to do that. But we learn and practice doing the run, hide, or fight.
Run, hide, fight. Yeah.
To, throw chairs, or, they said the number one thing to do is to lock the door. That's the first thing you should do, because that is, kids safe. And, if the door is locked, they won't go in. So, anyways, I just wanted to call and reassure families that we do extensive training to keep their kids safe. And I know it's a scary time.
And you know what? And I know that, like, when Allison was in elementary school, I don't remember, like, having to show your driver's license at a security door when you got in.
Oh, yeah.
But over at, like, Middle School West, where Carson went later, you had to show your ID. You could not get into the school.
Yeah.
You had to, like, show your ID and, like, whatever, and then push a button and blah, 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 whatever.
You still do, yeah. I used to, in my job before, have to go to schools all the time, and you have to, show your ID. They, like, run it through. They know exactly who's in their school at any given time. Yeah. But this one happened outside of the school.
They didn't even go in the school because they probably knew they could not get in the school. It was just terrible. I wanted to ask the social worker, and she hung up. Like, what do you do with kids that you see that are troubled like that? Because I'm sure that she sees a lot of kids that are possibly exhibiting signs. Do you go, well, I better tell the parents about it? Or what is the protocol? Maybe it's different in every school. Let's get some more phone calls on at 651-989-KDWB. And then we have Nelly tickets coming up. So we're trying to intersperse this with being serious and at the same time still navigating the world that we have to live in. Let's go to Bailey. Not that Bailey, but this Bailey. Hi, Bailey.
Hello.
What's up?
So I just wanted to say, like, it does hit everybody differently. Like, it didn't hit me yesterday. I saw it on social media during work, but it didn't hit me until I was listening to Fallon and Colt, and Fallon broke down. And then I just broke down because I have a 9-year-old son that will be starting school next week. And the two that, bless their souls, passed away are, like, right around my son's age. And it just, it hit me, and I lost it. Like, how could some innocent child like that just get their life taken from them? It
just in a blink for no reason. Just an average happy Wednesday morning.
Yep. They got up, they went to school, or they got up, they got dressed, they ate breakfast, they went to school, they started to pray, and then their lives are taken from them. And it can happen so quick.
It's just terrible. I hear a kid in the background.
Yeah, that's my 3-year-old.
Okay.
Not in school yet.
Thank you, Bailey.
Thank you.
Let's go to Mallory. Hi, Mallory.
Hi.
You had a connection to this somehow.
Yeah, a little bit removed, but I know one of the kids that had dove over their friends, and, like, his friend was in the news talking about how he had saved him, and he ended up having some grazing of the bullets and some stuff on him. And I just know his family was saying, like, that he's like, everyone's saying that he's such a hero and is so brave, but it's just crazy that our kids are put in a position that they have to be that brave.
It
shouldn't have
they're
to be,
kids. They're little kids. They should be worried about whatever little kids are worrying about or happy about.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that too, not just about, like, the kids, but, like, staff at the school, like, that they have to be this brave and, like, save kids and have this on their mind all the time. Like, they're there to teach. I feel bad for everybody involved. And it's just, I'm
going to read this one because it might rub some people the wrong way, but I'm going to go ahead and read it because I think it's something to keep in mind that might give you a little bit more peace of mind. Now, this is somebody who texted in. Take it for what you want to take it. Not to minimize these things when they happen, but in terms of worrying, it's important to remember that your kid is more likely to win the Powerball in their lifetime than to be involved in a school shooting. We live in a country of 450 million people. And where did it go? It went away. And we hear about everything bad that happens. It makes it feel much more common than it is. That is somewhat reassuring. It's the whole "it won't happen to me" thing.
It just feels heavier when it's children, though. So,
and when
like,
it's in your backyard,
yeah,
too.
Because I mean, also we can say that for a lot of things. Like, the probability of it happening to me is low, but it just, when it happens to children, it just feels like it's, I don't know, it's bigger, it's more prevalent. It just feels heavier to me.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. All right, let's do another one. This is somebody who wants to stay anonymous, but they are a children's mental health case manager with something to add to the conversation. Go ahead.
Hi. I just kind of wanted to reach out and let everybody know that if they see kids struggling with mental health, they can reach out to their county and get children's mental health case management for their child.
So if you can't afford it, then you can reach out to the county.
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
And our role is to get families and children connected to the resources that they need, whether it's a therapist, day treatment, residential placement, all sorts of different resources like that. And oftentimes we're just a support for the family and helping them navigate all these complex systems because it can be really, really overwhelming.
Do you think there's a lot of? Can I ask you a question? Do you think that do you think that as it's very common for a parent to be like, oh my 8th grader is acting kind of funny, and they draw pictures of like guns and things like that? Do you think a lot of parents want to not sweep it under the rug, but maybe to pretend that it's not a problem because it's so disturbing? Do you think that's a common thing?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And a lot of parents are worried about the stigma attached to mental health. We have a lot of families that they don't want their children, certified disabled because they're afraid that that would get out to, other providers or schools or impact their life down the road, which is just definitely not the case.
So what should you do if you're a parent and you get an 8th grader and they're busy drawing pictures of, like guns and shootings or whatever? Don't just ignore it.
Yeah. If they don't have any other providers, a school social worker is definitely someone that they could connect with. Chances are likely that they're exhibiting some concerning behaviors at school. You can also contact Hennepin County Front Door.
Okay, Hennepin County Front Door.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, someone texted in earlier kind of with a similar sentiment where they said like for somebody who has like such a strong diagnosis we're not sure if this person definitely did, but when we think of like, monsters who do school shootings and things, that a lot of those can't be diagnosed until you're over 18. And then with that stigma that comes along with what they were just saying on the phone, that those students could potentially like show these characteristics or traits or whatever, get kicked out of school and not get the help that they need. And especially, if they don't have a provider to help them, like it's nice to know. So school social worker and what was it, Hennepin Front Door?
Mm-hmm.
That's nice to know because like if you don't have somebody.
All right, we'll do one more phone call and then we'll move on to, yes, believe it or not, Nelly tickets. Sounds a little incongruent, but it is what it is. Hello, Layla. Last call for now. What did you want to add?
Hi. So I actually went to Catholic school from middle school and all the way up, and I went to a school where a lot of the kids came from Annunciation, and that was a while ago. I'm 32 now, but it was just really sad to hear because the schools now, they didn't do this back then, but the schools now, they really do everything they can to protect those kids. But unfortunately, Mass, that is open to the public. And it's just sad because my 2 little kids, one of them is going into kindergarten. And a lot of moms, I've talked to are homeschooling, and I never even thought about that. And with the shooting, you do think about it because my daughter's so excited to go to school, but now I have to worry that someone's just going to walk in there and hurt them. Mm-hmm. And it's just sad.
It is sad. It's just something that a little kid should never have to worry about.
Yeah. And
and neither should a parent.
Worry eats you up. So I definitely feel you, girl. Can I say one thing about when we were talking about probability of it happening and that, gives you peace of mind and whatnot? We got some text messages on that I definitely agree with. The fact that it's happening in general is far too many times. Like the fact that it's happening, period.
Yes, of course.
Or the probability of it happening is not what we should be focusing on. It should not be happening at all, ever. And then someone did say, I'm not sure where they got this statistic, but they said they saw a stat that 100,000 kids are exposed to a school shooting every year. Every kid at that school and every person in the community are now traumatized beyond belief. So that's like a part of probability. So you might not die in a school shooting, but you will be affected potentially. And I feel like all of us are affected, even though we didn't go to that school. We didn't necessarily know anybody in that school, but because it happened in our community, we are therefore affected by it.
Here's a powerful text. I'm an ICU nurse who was working yesterday helping take care of all the children that came into our hospital. One found her own daughter was one of the injured. Whole situation is horrible. We need those schools locked down the same as we have banks locked down. Children are more important than money. Here is one. Has anybody said anything about the shooter's parents? I haven't heard anything, to be honest with you, except the mom used to work at the school, right?
Yeah.
And then she retired maybe 4 years ago.
Something like that, yeah. All right. It's a weird thing for, people on the radio to figure out what to do on a day like this, because as soon as we don't talk about it and we play like a Nelly song and give away tickets to a concert, then people are like, I can't believe you're not talking about it. So I totally get that. If you turn the radio on right now and heard us give away Nelly tickets, you'd be like, how dare you be so thoughtless and to be giving away Nelly tickets. So I hope you understand, and I know you do. We've spent a lot of time talking about it, but at the same time, we've got to navigate the real world and do some things that might make you smile a little bit. So, caller number 10. We're not going to make you jump through any hoops. Just caller number 10 if you want to go to the Nelly Show coming up at the State Fair. State Fair is still going on. We're going to be there later on today from 11 until 1 at the KDWB booth. And then I'll be at the Treasure Island booth from 2 until 3 playing blackjack, you guys.
Are you going to be playing blackjack?
It's their version of blackjack.
Can
it's
you
like
teach me how to play blackjack?
I could, sure.
Can we hold hands?
Try
when
to
you
get
teach
no.
Oh.
Well,
then I don't want to know anymore.
Okay, good. Always split your aces. Always split your aces, and never take insurance. Insurance is always a bad bet.
Do you bet on black or red? Is that a different game?
That's roulette.
Oh.
Always bet on black.
Okay. Good to know. Thank you.
Where was I? Okay, Nelly tickets right now. We'll grab caller number 10 at 651-989-KDWB for the show coming up at the State Fair on Saturday night.
They say the holy waters
We got a winner on the Nelly tickets on KDWB. We just grabbed caller number 10, so we'll do another pair coming up in a little bit on KDWB. Trying to spin to something a little bit more lighthearted because I know that sometimes you turn the radio on and we get the absolute privilege, and I really think our job is to make your day a little bit better. And sometimes we have to shift gears when something horrible happens, like happened yesterday. But I think at the same time, you come to KDWB to make your life a little bit better. It's kind of like, what's the reason we turn on a sitcom? To be a little bit happier. Yeah. Does that mean there's nothing going on bad in the world? Well, of course not.
Well, makes you feel better. Yeah.
It just makes you feel a little bit better. So I'm going to give you guys a quiz because you guys have been pestering me to buy you a fair food item. And I'm like, why in the world should I buy you a fair food item? So
More bucks.
Jenny, what's the fair food item you want me to buy for you?
I would like corn on the cob because it's a classic and I haven't had it in a few years and I feel like I'm missing out every time I don't get it.
Okay.
Yeah, I would like a pork chop on a stick just because it's right there when we walk in.
Okay.
I'll take either a pork chop on a stick or the new flauta dippers that are so good.
Nice.
Okay, well, now you're on your own. You go find it. I'm not going to go get it for you and walk it over to your fat, lazy butt while you're sitting.
So you're just giving us the cash up front?
No, I'm going to give you tell me what it was. I want to see a receipt and I'll Venmo you the money.
They don't give you receipts at the fair.
Ask for one.
No.
It's your responsibility to get reimbursed.
They don't even give you lids at the fair.
They don't give you lids because people throw them on the ground.
Will you Photoshop a couple receipts? Say it was $100.
Yeah, writing it down.
$100.
All right, here's your question, Jenny. Get it right, and you can get corn on the cob, and I will pay for it.
Woo!
What is the oldest attraction at the state fair?
No, Bailey would know this.
I didn't ask Bailey.
No,
it's Dave Ryan.
I'll tell you what. You can
attraction,
phone a friend. Phone a friend.
Oh.
The oldest attraction at the Minnesota State Fair has got to be.
You can phone a friend.
The Sky Glider.
No, I'm sorry. Ye Old Mill.
Oh,
it's been around like 1903, something like that.
I just looked it up. 1915. Ye Old Mill.
1915. Look at that. Okay, Bailey, you ready?
Sure.
The two mascots of the state fair. Their names are
Fairborn and Fairchild.
How are they related?
Are they not brothers?
I want a final answer, not a question.
They're brothers.
Incorrect. They're uncle and nephew.
What? Well, who's the nephew? Which one's older? And why isn't he gray?
The nephew is Fairborn. Fairchild has been around for a long time, but Fairborn was introduced in 1986.
Hence the name Fairchild.
Got the first one right.
So you get just the stick, not the pork chop.
No, I want the pork chop. They can keep the stick.
You just get the on a stick.
I love Fairborn and Fairchild.
What's up?
I need a common nickname for the Minnesota State Fair.
The Great Minnesota Get Together.
Vaughn wins. Vaughn gets a pork chop.
Are you serious? How come my question was double? How come I had a two-parter?
It wasn't double. No, it was not. I knew you knew the name of the Fairchild and Fairborn.
So you knew you were going to get me a pork chop then?
I will give you all another chance because that is how I am. Vaughn wins. You get a pork chop on a stick.
Love you, Daddy Bear.
Congratulations.
How about you ask me where the KDWB booth is at the Minnesota State Fair?
Nobody knows that answer, Jenny.
I can answer that one.
Where is it?
It is in Carousel Park, right behind the grandstand. We're part of K-Fan, so that's how everyone seems to find us.
And honestly, when yesterday I posted and I said attached to K-Fan, and so many people reached out and said, thank goodness you said attached to K-Fan, because now I know where you are.
Yeah.
So just look for K-Fan.
Somebody commented our YouTube live stream, said, I'm not even from here, and I'm owning you guys.
Oh.
Booyah!
Well,
pork chop for me.
Okay, let's do another one. Jenny, what year did the fair start? And I'll make it multiple choice for you.
Okay.
1859. 1862, 1874.
Gosh, I don't like this game. You're giving me too hard of questions.
It's called an opportunity.
I would like to go with B.
I'm sorry, it was not 1862. It was actually canceled that year because we were at war.
Civil War.
Not Civil War. No? Civil War, but also there was the Sioux conflict.
Okay.
The Great Sioux conflict.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gosh, it's been going on that long. The Minnesota State Fair.
1859.
Wow.
What's interesting, fun fact, I saw a TikTok the other day that was like a commercial for the fair from 1987. And they were like, come on down to the Minnesota State Fair. And then they said, this year we've gotten 250,000 people at the state fair. And now I feel like, gosh, on a really busy day, we can get 250,000 people.
There's that many people at Sweet Martha's.
Exactly. Just standing in line.
Okay.
Okay.
Bailey, you ready?
Sure.
What dessert has been a top seller at the fair for years, making millions of their treats daily.
Is that Sweet Martha cookies?
Correctamundo.
So I get a pork chop?
What is happening?
Whatever you want.
I want a pork chop on a second.
That I'm asking for the cheapest thing at the fair.
This is like that time Jenny was like, you can't talk about your birthday if you get this question right. And it was stupid questions that she gave me. I love this. Justice for Vaughn.
I literally gave you questions about me and Dave on the show. It wasn't stupid questions.
Go
you
ahead,
should
Dave.
have known them.
Give her another one.
All right. Here you go, Jenny. Another chance. How large is the Minnesota State Fairgrounds in acres?
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Jenny does get all the hard
Can
ones.
I phone a friend?
You can, sure. Who do you want to call?
I'm going to call our buddy Benjamin.
I'm going to make it multiple choice, though.
Okay. Just wait till I get him on the phone.
Okay.
Because then I think he'll know.
Benjamin would know.
Why would he know that?
Because he's a little
Benjamin
treasure trove
answer.
of information.
Oh,
And he hosts trivia.
And he hosts trivia, so maybe he knows. He's awake.
Benjamin, corn on the cob is on the line here.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, Dave, what's the question?
Okay, here we go. How large is the Minnesota State Fairgrounds in acres? Multiple choice.
Oh, man.
5,000 acres, 322 acres, 16 acres.
I am going to go with the one in the hundreds.
The 322?
The 332, 322.
You are correct, Benjamin.
Hey!
Now, here's the funny thing.
Thank you,
I'm
Benjamin.
going to buy it for Benjamin.
Goodness, I'm so proud of myself, and I'd like to thank myself.
Thank you, Benjamin. I'm proud of you too. No, I get the corn on the cob. Benjamin doesn't get the corn on the cob. I get it.
That's up to Benjamin. Benjamin.
And Jenny, you deserve every butterless.
Wow.
Thank you, Benjamin. See, he said I could have it. All right. Love you, Benjamin. You're the best.
So,
bye.
Dave's getting us fair food. Dave's getting us fair food.
Yay, we are going to eat fair at the food today. The
$4, $4.
I'm absolutely going to make you realize that you owe me for this, too. Be like, hey, remember the time that I got you a pork chop?
Oh, great.
Remember that time I got you corn on the cob?
He's going to hold us over our heads for the rest of eternity.
Remember when I got you that cute little shirt for Father's Day and I didn't have to?
Yeah, it had flags all over it.
No,
Yeah.
it had radios all over it.
That's what I meant. Yeah, it looked like flags.
Jeez
Yes.
Louise.
Yeah.
So I want a pork chop. There we go.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Celebrate me.
We're going to be at the State Fair later today from 11 until 1. And then I'll be at the Treasure Island booth playing a little blackjack and having some fun from 2 until 3. Come by and say hi. All right. There's a lot going on. It's a weird, different day here on KDWB, but we're still trying to have some fun because, let's face it. You ever the first time I went to a funeral, I was really surprised that they told funny stories about the deceased.
Oh, I love it when they tell funny stories.
I do too, but I've never been, I don't think I went to my grandma's funeral. It was very somber. I was like 15. But then I went to somebody else's funeral and they were older and they died and it wasn't like, a whole big shock. But somebody got up and told a funny story and people were laughing at this funeral. And I was kind of like, oh, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
We do need some levity in our lives, even when there's something horrible going on. So we're kind of mixing and matching a little levity and a little serious stuff here too. Like Nelly tickets. We'll give away more coming up in a little while. And we're also going to do What's on Your Radar. What is on your radar? What did you find they want to share with everybody? And we'll do that coming up next on KDWB. Mine is State Fair oriented.
Mine is too.
Is it, Jenny?
Yeah.
Bailey's is too?
No. Well, yeah, I can make it. Yep.
All right. We've all got What's on Our Radar at the State Fair coming up next on KDWB. I saw it the other day and I'm like, I got to share this with everybody. This is super cool. We'll do it next.
Another warmer day today, partly sunny and 79. Tomorrow, partly sunny and 78.
This report is sponsored by Staples.
Ryan Seacrest with you, and this is your savings tip for summer. Shop Staples for school supplies as low as 25 cents. Plus, more great deals for teachers and students on top brands and trending styles. Kind of makes me wish I was in school again. Staples, that was easy.
Hi, welcome to IKEA. Hi, I'm in a whirlwind of college prep. Gotcha. We've got affordable solutions to create the perfect college living space. Great. And visit our website to see how verified college students with an IKEA family account can receive a one-time use 15% off coupon. Nice. You guys think of everything. Pretty much. Offer ends 9/30/25. Valid ID required. Discount applied proportionally across items purchased as shown on receipt. See IKEA-USA.com/ready-for-college for complete terms.
Bad driving habits are hard to break, but good driving habits are easy to form, especially when they can lead to a discount on your auto insurance. With Farm Bureau Financial Services, the safer you drive, the more you save. Drivers like you are saving an average of $321 per vehicle. So buckle up, learn more, and find an agent at fbfs.com/save. Individual savings results may vary. Farm Bureau Property and Casualty Insurance Company, Western Agricultural Insurance Company.
Listen live to KDWB on the free iHeartRadio app. Brought to you by
Top Dog Law. Call them for any accident, big or small. Go to topdoglaw.com. That's topdoglaw.com.
This state fair season, the real ride is over at Walser Mazda in Burnsville or Walser Polar Mazda in White Bear Lake. Hey, it's Jenny here, and during the Mazda's More to Move You sales event, get up to $3,000 in state fair cash or finance a 2025 Mazda CX-50 at just 1.9% APR for 63 months. No games, no gimmicks, just state fair savings waiting for you at Walser Mazda in Burnsville or Walser Polar Mazda in White Bear Lake.
This is Secret Clinical dominating extra stinky stress sweat. And this is regular deodorant. Secret Clinical in a heat wave. Oh, what a beautiful day. This is regular deodorant. Ugh, I can't. Secret Clinical with workout sweat. Let's run another marathon. And regular deodorant. How much more? Secret is the GOAT because nothing fights sweat better. Stay fresher under pressure.
Refresh, restore, and protect your employees and your customers. Call Zero Res to clean your business the right way so your floors and surfaces stay cleaner longer without the harmful chemicals the other guys use. Call 952-ZERO-RES.
This Labor Day, the Home Depot is here to help you prep for the season. So no matter what you're working on, you can get your backyard ready for all the fall festivities. Refresh your garden with savings on a wide selection of colorful mums. Liven up your outdoor space with vibrant string lights. And find the perfect grill for your backyard barbecues this season from our wide selection of grills under $300. Get your fall project started this Labor Day at the Home Depot.
Being slow has its advantages. Never been in an accident, never had a speeding ticket.
He's an excellent driver.
Excellent! You don't need to be a sloth, just don't be a cheetah. Slow down and enjoy the ride. Hey, we can live with it.
Extra enforcement now on Minnesota roads. A message from the Minnesota Department of Public Safety.
Quick, time to choose a meal deal with McValue. The $5 McChicken meal deal, the $5 McDouble meal deal, or the new $6 daily double meal deal. Each with its own small fries, drink, and 4-piece McNuggets. There's actually no rush. I'm just excited for McDonald's. Price and participation may vary.
Febreze.
It's a classic odor tale. You fried fish for dinner, cleaned up, but the smell is still in the house. And the neighbors are coming over for game night. They're on their way. And then you spray Febreze Air Mist. Febreze Air starts working instantly to fight even your toughest odors, so you go from fish to fresh like that. Now all you have to worry about is Pam cheating at charades.
Breathe happy, Febreze, la 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 la.
Save big on your next painting project at Menards. Get long-lasting color with Pittsburgh's Grand Distinction Exterior Paint and Primer in one. It's highly dirt-resistant and provides a mildew-resistant coating. Save big on Grand Distinction Paint. The perfect combination of strength and beauty. Visit us in-store. Plus, check out our weekly flyer on menards.com for more great deals happening this week.
Save big money at Menards.
Hey, listen to this. All I needed was a new starter. Got a great deal on eBay. Did it myself.
Yeah, that's cool. But how about the soft purr of an upgraded exhaust when it fits just right?
For me, it's the little things. Like these new windshield wipers from eBay I installed. From small fixes to big upgrades, eBay has all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Your one stop for advertising? Call 844-844-iHeart.
From the 612 Injured, High Merle and Lammers Injury Law Traffic Center.
We have delays on 494 eastbound from East Bush Lake to Highway 100. 694 is heavy westbound from Silver Lake to 252. 394 sluggish eastbound Louisiana to 94. Crosstown delays eastbound from 169 to Valley View. Westbound 35W to Highway 100. I'm Maria Arnold, and that's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
The moment we've all been waiting for finally happened.
Taylor Swift is officially engaged.
The world's favorite couple is officially tying the knot. And iHeartRadio has the perfect playlist, the Taylor and Travis wedding playlist. Songs you'd request at their wedding if you were there.
This is what I've been writing songs about wanting to happen to me since I was a teenager.
Open the free iHeartRadio app and search Taylor and Travis to start listening now.
Just living that loon life. The Dave Ryan Show on KDWB.
It is KDWB, and we're going to be at the fair later today from 11 until 1. Come by and say hi at the KDWB booth, which is located next to the K-Fan booth.
Well, we're attached to the K-Fan booth.
Right. I can't wait for people to come and go, are you Dave Ryan? I mean, yes, sir, I sure am. Can you introduce me to meat sauce? Can't wait. Can't wait.
The other day when I was at the fair by myself, somebody was like, I'm looking for Zach Dillon. I was like, oh, he's not here. Well, will he be here later? No. Well, I guess I'll tell you what I wanted to tell him. I was like, okay, well, at least you're talking to me.
So I was there yesterday, and coming in right after me was like this, it's like a kid's character named Gabby.
Oh, yeah.
Gabby. Gabby's Dollhouse or something. Okay.
Huge.
Never heard of her before.
Okay.
But people kept coming up to me and they're like, isn't something happening here? And I was like, I'm sorry. I'm the thing that's happening here right now. They're like, isn't somebody like a dollhouse thing? It's like, I don't know what you're talking about, because we weren't told about it until they all started showing up. And then like right at the end of my little shift, I had tons of like little bitty girls and their moms all like huddled around. None of them were there to see me. They were there to see Gabby.
They didn't even know
Gabby.
Dollhouse Gabby.
I mean, come on, it's Dollhouse Gabby. It's a big deal.
Yeah.
Oh, Gabby's Dollhouse.
Gabby's Dollhouse.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Dollhouse Gabby. Gabby's Dollhouse.
None of us clearly have kids around that age.
No.
Speaking of the fair, we're all going to do a what's on your radar. And so this is basically a part where we we discovered this thing. I got a really quick one, just a couple of minor ones, then the real one. The Biggest Loser show documentary, fascinating, on Netflix. And also the Ruby Slipper, Theft of the Ruby Slippers documentary on Hulu. Really good. But my main thing on my radar is at the State Fair, back in the International Bazaar, when you go all the way back and to the left to Caribbean Heat. It is nothing but hot sauces. It is so fun. Everything from mild to garlicky to ghost pepper, like impossible ones to eat. Ian Leonard was back there the other day. I was watching him on TV from Fox 9, and he's back there doing like the hottest one ever. And I'm like, I admire you, Ian, because I cannot do that.
Yeah, no.
But anyway, it's on my radar. It's called Caribbean Heat. It is nothing but hot sauces, hundreds of hot sauces at the International Bazaar.
I'm going to let Bailey go first just so I don't steal hers, because I have a backup.
Oh,
okay.
Well, mine's the 4-H show. No?
Okay, then go ahead.
Okay, great. So mine is also at the fair. It is the 4-H State Arts in Musical, which is in the 4-H building. It is one of my favorite things that I see. It's a bunch of high school students from all around the state who are in 4-H, and they sign up for this like arts kind of camp sort of thing over the summer. They learn a bunch of songs, a bunch of dances, like a loose plot line, and then they perform it every single day of the fair 3 or 4 times. It's not Broadway quality, you guys, but it is so entertaining, and they have such a good time, and there's no air conditioning in there, so they all get sweaty, but they're smiling from start to finish, and it makes you just feel so many feelings. I always get emotional when I watch them because it's a bunch of high school kids, making art happen. So mine is the 4-H State Arts and Musical in the 4-H building on the State Fairgrounds.
Okay, and mine is a stand that is in the West End Market area, and I think Bailey got a hat from it.
Oh, yes.
It's called Made in Min, and so there's a bunch of different hats there. They say like State Fair Baddie or Love Me Like the I Love the Fair.
I got
or
that
like
one.
Shuck Yeah, with a big corn on the cob husk on it and stuff. So Made in Min, it's in the West End Market, and then an added bonus is go get the sweet squeakers from the Blue Barn right next door, because that's probably my favorite new food item.
I want to try
this year. It's white cheddar cheese curds in a funnel cake batter. It's all deep fried, of course. And then there's like a lemon whipped cream on top and some kind of berry sauce drizzled on top of it. It's a little more sweet than you probably anticipate.
I've heard the lemon whip is like the best tasting thing that's ever been eaten.
So phenomenal.
I'm going to give an honorable mention to the Somali street fries. Apparently, Tuesday was the last day they had them. The website says the 21st through the 26th.
Dang.
But they were so good. They were like fries with cheese and herbs with white garlic sauce and green jalapeno hot sauce.
Sounds delish.
I don't know why they don't have it anymore, but New fair food. The flauta dippers were delicious. They're like taquitos kind of with some green salsa that they're very good. They're also in like the International Bazaar at El Burrito Mercado.
Okay, very cool. So once again, one more time, mine is it's called Caribbean Heat. They sell nothing but hot sauces of every flavor and mildness that you can imagine. It's in the International Bazaar, way back in the left-hand corner. Caribbean Heat.
And mine is Made in Min, a stand in the West End Market that sells State Fair merch that's pretty funny on like hats.
And mine is the 4-H State Arts in Musical in the 4-H building on the State Fairgrounds.
Where's the 4-H building?
It is. Gosh,
I'll look it up on the app.
It's like by the Eco Building, the Fine Arts Building, Education Building, Creative Arts, that whole like line of buildings.
Okay, got it.
Building.
Yeah.
And mine is the Flauta Dippers. They're at El Burrito Mercado in the International Bazaar area.
Okay, very cool. If you missed that, it'll be on Dave Ryan's show on Instagram at the State Fair. Was probably like 15 years old, and she is saying something that is kind of predicting the future. So we'll have that for you on Dave's Dirt. Coming up in a few seconds, also more Nelly tickets before the end of the hour. This hour, we'll talk more about the shooting from yesterday. Somebody said, don't call it an incident, don't call it a tragedy, say what it was.
Yeah.
It was a shooting. And we will talk about that also, but we're trying to intersperse it with some other more lighthearted things. So, because I know a lot of people come to KDWB it's like a prescription. It's like coffee. It's like coffee. It's like, why do you drink coffee? Well, it's delicious, but also you need a little wake me up, you know?
Wake me up before
It's a routine too.
It is, for
true
sure.
facts,
So,
yeah.
And we will hit all of that coming up in the next half hour on KDWB.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One, is coming back to Las Vegas.
T-Mobile Arena.
September 19th and 20th.
Streaming live only on Hulu. And you can win your way to be there for a weekend full of superstar performances.
Featuring
Tate McRae, Ed Sheeran, Lil Wayne, Jelly Roll,
and more.
Tickets are on sale now at AXS.com. And keep listening for the next chance to win your way there.
Nothing beats a sweet moment of sharing M&M's peanut. Except maybe sharing M&M's peanut between beats of music performed live. M&M's Peanut is giving away a trip for two to the iHeartRadio Music Festival this September in Las Vegas. Turn that peanutty crunch into a rocket experience. Enter for your chance to win at iHeart.com/MMS. M&M's, it's more fun together. Available at your local retailer. Terms and conditions apply.
It's going to be a beautiful day out there today. Partly sunny, a high of 79. Tomorrow, partly sunny and 78.
This report is sponsored by Thrivent.
At Thrivent, planning your finances is bigger than money. It's a way to support the people, causes, and community you love. Because the most important thing isn't what you're planning for, it's who. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at thrivent.com.
There is a state fair food that is available year-round. It's not really officially a state fair food, but it sure tastes like one because it's different, it's yummy, it's delicious. It is the snack wrap back at McDonald's. It is a warm tortilla, soft and warm, cradling shredded cheese, shredded lettuce, and a crispy chicken strip in either ranch or spicy. Maybe you're like, oh, I'm a spicy girl. I want that one. Get that one. But you know what? Mix it up. Get two of them. Get a bunch of them for your office. They're only $2.99. The snack wrap, kind of a state fair food, almost, that's around all the time at McDonald's.
Citizens, since we each upgraded to Xfinity in our homes, the Wi-Fi has been booming. It's fair to say our town has officially become a boomtown.
Mayor, will I be able to drop into multiplayer gaming battles with low lag?
The lag won't be an issue, but your questionable skills may be.
And what if I have hundreds of devices on the Wi-Fi? Purely hypothetical.
Seems like a lot, but sure, hundreds of devices all booming together with the Xfinity Gateway. Yes, friends and neighbors, with Xfinity, the Wi-Fi is booming.
The Wi-Fi isn't the only thing that's booming. Now get the most reliable Wi-Fi and our best-in-class equipment for one consistent price for 5 years guaranteed. All in. Plus, get unlimited data included and no annual contract.
What's happening?
What's happening? Hey.
It's your girl, Weather Girl Jenny.
Jenny. Hey.
Web Girl Tina.
What's happening?
What's up, Dave?
What's up?
What's up, Fallon?
What's up? Hey.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time. To tell you about my favorite cheeses.
Cheese.
Now, listen up, everybody.
Yo.
Hey, let's go. I like Gouda. I like Brie. I like nacho cheese lathered on me. Lathered on me. Hey. Lathered on me. Hey. I like feta. I like cream. Provolone lives in my dreams. Lives in my dreams. Hey. Lives in my dreams. Hey. Gorgonzola. And then ricotta. Cheddar, 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 and burrata. Give me cheese with it. Every meal with it. All my ladies, let me see you eat a feast of it. You can't do it like me. I'm from Wisco. I eat so much cheese, I want everyone to know. What's happening? What's up? Got my tummy fired up. What's happening? What's up? Got cheese up in my gut. I eat Havarti. I'm on Munster and Swiss at the party. I'm bloated on the floor. But you know I'm gonna eat more. I like Gouda. I like Brie. I like nacho cheese lathered on me. Lathered on me. Hey. Lathered on me. Hey. I like feta. I like cream. Provolone lives in my dreams. Lives in my dreams. Hey. Lives in my dreams. Hey.
Chase.com/reserve business to learn more. Cards issued by JP Morgan Chase Bank and a member of FDIC, subject to credit approval. Terms apply.
Are you or any of your loved ones impacted by hearing loss? Do you have ideas on how the state can improve access to language, education, healthcare, employment, and more? We want your ideas. Visit mn.gov/deaf-commission to take the survey. Paid for by the Minnesota Commission of the Deaf, Deafblind, and Hard of Hearing. Aired by the Minnesota Broadcasters Association and this station.
One call, that's all. It's Chris Lindahl, and that's my promise to you. When you call us about getting a guaranteed cash offer on a house, you take a huge step toward getting a fresh start in life. Make the call today at 763-401-SOLD or go to chrislindahl.com.
iHeartRadio straight from the studio with Maroon 5.
We kind of got super into doing co-writes for a lot of years and kind of inviting other creative people into the room. Countless songs that became super successful that were a result of that, those types of collaborations. But it felt natural to like shut that valve off a little bit and get into doing it myself again and doing it with the band.
Hear more music from Maroon 5, including their new album, Love is Like, on the iHeartRadio app.
Holiday's doing it again. Yep, Holiday Fuel Day is back. Thursday, August 28th from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. We're dropping gas prices by 40 cents per gallon. You heard right. The price at the pump will drop by 40 cents per gallon. Only on Thursday, August 28th from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Mark it down. It's Holiday Fuel Day. Save 40 cents per gallon of gas. August 28th only, and only at Holiday. Up to 40 cents off per gallon in certain states in accordance with applicable law. Visit a Holiday station store near you for more details.
With other language learning apps, I was just playing games. I wasn't really learning. Babbel's different.
Babbel was designed by over 200 language learning experts to be the most effective way to learn another language.
Every time I open the app, I can choose to work on my writing, speaking, or listening. And it saves my mistakes for me to review, so I'm constantly improving. Before Babbel, I thought I just wasn't good with languages. But now I'm speaking French. Tout ça, c'est grâce à Babbel.
Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription when you sign up at Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
Join the M&M's Fun Club. From the 612 Injured, High Merle and Lammers Injury Law Traffic Center.
Good morning. We have delays on 35W northbound from 46th Street to 94. They cleared a crash southbound at 3rd Street. On 35E, we have delays heading northbound from Lone Oak to Highway 13. 169 heavy northbound from Highway 21 to Pioneer Trail. I'm Maria Arnold, and that's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by Whole Foods Market. Now at Whole Foods Market, get 20% off 80% lean ground beef with Prime through September 2nd. As always, there are no antibiotics ever. Make burgers or bolognese with this versatile protein. While supplies last, shop in-store or online. Terms apply.
101.3 KDWB.
You can't make this stuff up.
Hey, some good news. Somebody reports that 4 kids have been released from the hospital from the shooting yesterday.
Amen.
So there's some good news. If you just turn the radio on and going, well, you guys are going to talk about the shooting? We have been all morning, but at the same time, we want to kind of like intersperse it with some other lighthearted stuff because that is, I think, the flavor of KDWB. But at the same time, you know, we're not a bunch of jesters. We're not a bunch of like, I mean, we can get that way sometimes, but we're also humans and we're affected by this too. And it seems like a lot of people, I know someone who knows someone whose daughter was hit by a bullet fragment and she got a bullet fragment in her brain now. And here's a little kid who should be, you know, worried about Bluey or whatever you worry about at that age.
Yeah.
And she's got this to struggle with now. So we're trying to mix it up a little bit. And I hope you understand. And if we aren't doing enough of one or the other, I hope you understand. We're trying our best.
Yeah.
And that is the best we can do. Today is National Burger Day. I will bring up the Uncrusted Burger over at the State Fair. There was nobody in line for it. You got to look it up to figure out where it's from. It's in it's a bar. It's an open bar.
Yeah.
And it doesn't look like it'd be the place where you'd buy the Uncrusted Burger, but it is. There was about
Coasters?
a 4-minute Coasters. There it is. And it was, I don't know, $12, $10, something like that.
Yeah.
Totally worth it. Totally delicious.
My mom's already there. She just sent me a picture. She just got the caprese curds at Lulu's, which
What's
I had
caprese?
yesterday.
That's what I wanted to try.
Is that a
It's-
cheese?
So it's, you know, like mozzarella, tomatoes, basil. That's caprese.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So they just turned it into a cheese curd dish. And honestly, Jenny, I know you really want to try it. It just tastes like cheese curds with tomatoes and basil in
See,
it.
I heard that there was also more tomato.
Yes,
than
there's a lot.
curd.
It's more like bruschetta.
Oh, okay.
Honestly.
See, I'd still get down with it.
Oh, it was good. I mean, it was delicious. But yeah, it's just bruschetta with cheese curds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah.
All right. Things that are, I've got a couple of stories here. One is if you want to be in the Guinness Book of World Records, they are publicizing 70 records that have not been attempted. Now, so you can get in, but the record might be quickly broken. Did you ever do a thing like in school where you tried to break the world record for world's largest game of musical chairs or hopscotch or whatever it was?
We did something where we all stood around the perimeter of the school and like held hands in like a human chain kind of vibe or something. We
Okay.
did do something where we tried to break a record, but I don't think we did.
Yeah, it's just fun to try.
Yeah, we never did that.
Here's some things that are not, they are not been attempted yet. Most high fives in 30 seconds. Most kisses in 30 seconds by 2 people. Fastest time to make a burrito. Longest marathon playing air guitar. Most anchovies eaten in 1 minute. I'd try that one. I love anchovies.
Gross.
Fastest 10-meter sprint, holding the balloon between your knees.
That'd be funny.
Mhm.
You can't drop it either.
Fastest time to arrange a set of Scrabble tiles in alphabetical order. Fastest time to make a pasta necklace. Only kids could apply for that one. Fastest time to push an orange 100 meters with your nose. Greatest height to drop an egg from without breaking it. Didn't they do that in school too? You had to make a container and you lined it with Kleenex or tissue paper and you drop it from the school roof.
I remember that. And there would only be like one team of kids that actually made their egg last.
Right.
No one else's did.
And the point is what? For gravity, right? To test gravity?
No, it's to see if you built a cushiony enough vessel to carry the egg.
Yeah. I don't remember why the point of that was. What did we learn from that?
Longest duration to balance a spoon on your nose. Longest paper clip chain in 1 minute. Here's one for you, Jenny. Most coffee houses visited in a month.
Yes.
I got approval, like back in the 90s. I wrote to Guinness because I fly little airplanes for fun. I said, I want to set the world record for most airports visited in a 24-hour period. And back then, you had to ask them, not permission, but whether they cared.
Mm-hmm.
So they wrote me back and they said, we would love to do that one. So here is our official certification. Dave Ryan, go out and visit as many airports as you can in 24 hours. And I never got around to it.
Oh, David.
I know, it's stupid, right?
Yeah.
Fumbled.
Yeah.
You fumbled the ball.
Fumbled for sure. I love this story, too. What is the most useless job that people are paid for? And here we go.
Write these down so I can get one.
Now, some of these you're not going to like.
Oh, okay.
Life coaches. Usually they are the ones that need it most, according to this article.
And they're all self-made.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Another one, bathroom attendants. Fancy places have them to hand people stuff and make the place feel luxurious, and some sketchy places have them to discourage people from doing the cocaine in the third stall.
Oh.
Either way, nobody wants to encounter or tip a bathroom attendant because they hand you a paper towel and you feel like they got a glass jar on the counter and you feel like,
It's just so awkward. I don't want to have an interaction with somebody right after I did my business. And he was sitting in there the entire time I was doing my business.
Yeah. Another one, reaction videos or even reaction videos of reaction videos.
Oh, yeah.
Not everybody gets paid for that, but you got a big enough following on the social media. Your account is probably monetized to some degree for a reaction video.
Yeah, people get roasted for that a lot.
Yeah.
Where like people comment on those reaction videos and they'll be like, thank you for adding nothing. Because it'll just be like, here's my face of me laughing at something else that someone did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Influencing. This is any content online that people are paid to promote to their followers. Actual ads, hidden ads, demonstrations, and reviews. I love this one, multi-level marketing. A lot of people think they're running their own business, but a lot of multi-level marketing ends up standing for most lose money, not to mention friends who get tired of being pitched products. But then you get pitched this like, oh, you can be your own boss. All you got to do is sell this nutrition supplement to all your friends. And once you do, but then I think a lot of them, they're not selling it. They're trying to recruit you. Like if I'm selling, like ABC nutrition supplement,
right?
I don't want to sell it so much as I want to get Bailey, Jenny, and Vaughn to also sign up. Then I can get part of your money when you get people to sign up. Yep. A couple of more telemarketers. Most people don't like being solicited and harassed. I at least admire telemarketers. At least they have a job. At least they're trying.
Can I note about your Guinness World Record that you'd like to do, Dave?
Yeah.
It said, this text says, the current Guinness World Record for the most airfields visited by a fixed-wing aircraft in 24 hours is 92.
That's crazy.
Set by solo pilot Dan Moore in 2019. So if you can go more than 92, if not, don't even try.
I'm going to guess he was in a very fast plane with airports that were very carefully plotted to be close together.
Wow, that's wild.
And that is, you can't make this stuff up. Somebody dug up an interview clip of Taylor Swift when she was about 15 or 16 years old. And she says something in this clip that's a prediction, a very accurate prediction of the future. I'll play it for you next on Dave's Dirt. By 612 Injured, Heimer and Lammer's Injury Law. It was around this time yesterday that we started to get reports of an active shooter. And I think it came through it was such a big story that it came through like on the news on KDWB, iHeartRadio.
Yeah, we have like a corporate breaking news segment. And our boss, Rich, was texting Dave and I. Dave was, of course, hosting the show. I was able to like take a glance because I was like, why is Rich texting me right now? He's like, you guys need to play this. And so that was the first we really heard a news report of it.
And then by the end of the show, I think we had heard around 10 o'clock-ish that there were 2 fatalities. But I'm not sure of exactly the timeline. And then we spent the rest of the day going, did you hear? Can you believe? Mm-hmm. And just being shocked. And there were moms and dads who were like crying. Mm-hmm. And I'll be honest with you, I didn't cry. I was so numb. Just like, are you kidding me? Another tragedy like this. And so then we spent last night. I didn't sleep a lot last night because like, well, what are we going to do on the show today? So how do you talk about something like this? What do you say? Mm-hmm. And so we've talked about it here and there all morning. An hour ago, we spent probably 30 minutes talking about it nonstop. And but at the same time, we're trying to sprinkle in some fun things here and there, like this one. Taylor Swift, old interview clip resurfaces within somebody saying, when are you going to get married? Here is a clip.
Music is where I'm always going to be personal. I don't hold anything back in that.
So we're not going to find out until you're married, and your mom's here. So mom not allowed to get married until she's 35, right? That's the way it works.
No, it's going to be late. Stick around in life.
And that is about her age now. She's 35 years old exactly?
Exactly, yep. She'll be 36 this December.
Wow.
No kidding. That is
what are
kinda
the
crazy.
odds?
Here's a sweet story. This is basically Jason Kelsey congratulating Taylor Swift and Travis on their engagement.
We did record this podcast on Monday, which was Travis's one day off. So he is not here to address this himself, but we felt necessary as a team here at New Heights to get together and send Travis and Taylor a giant congratulations.
Now he starts screaming and he gets annoying, so I'm going to stop before he starts becoming a bro screaming.
That's the best part of it.
Yeah, the best part is the Flavor Flav wants to officiate the wedding. Seriously.
My girl Taylor is engaged to my boy. I'm stoked. I can't wait for the wedding. Not only that, but when y'all get married, let your boy Flavor Flav be the officiator. I would love to officiate the wedding.
It's not officiator, it's officiant.
I think he just wants to be relevant in this moment. So he's like, Taylor Swift, like someone briefed him, like, hey, you have an opportunity. And he goes, who's Taylor Swift? And they're like, just say you're excited.
I still love him. He's like your crazy cousin.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, God.
You're excited when he shows up to the reunion.
There he is, got the clock. He's the one with the clock, right?
Yeah, he is.
Yes.
Yeah,
okay. So 2 contestants were booted off of Survivor season 49 before it even started because they were breaking the rules, apparently.
What?
So they haven't revealed much, but I'm going to read between the lines because Jeff Probst said that every single day we're shooting Survivor, the game is alive. And so he went on to speak about how there is a rule that you are forbidden to talk to one another before the game even begins. And so I'm assuming that they broke that rule. So they always have 2 alternatives. They've almost never had to use they've never had to use more than one. They have had to go to the alternative before, but both alternatives now get to be in this season because 2 people broke some rules.
Oh, I bet those people are thrilled, though.
Yeah. The alternatives?
Yeah, the alternatives.
Yeah, they're super pumped. So, yeah, Survivor, I mean, obviously, that's like Jeff Probst's baby. And he was like, we take this game very seriously. Like, we want you to have a blast when you play, but we have rules and they have to be respected, he said.
Totally makes sense.
Nice. Jenny and I are going to be excited. At least I think Jenny will be excited. Lionsgate has teased that details are forthcoming about the October re-release in theaters of The Twilight Saga.
Ooh.
I was hoping you were to say Twilight Zone.
Oh,
okay.
no, sorry about it. But I mean, Twilight was really big when Jenny and I were in college. And I remember the books were really cool in high school. I read them in high school. I remember going to the movies at midnight in college. Mm-hmm. It was such a big deal. So they're going to re-release those movies. I love the whole train where people are like, let's re-release these movies in general. Like, yeah, I can get them on streaming or I can get them on DVD. But to see them big screen again would be so cool.
By the way, Flavor Flav is a well-known Swiftie. Several people have texted in and said that he's been a massive Swiftie for several years. That's funny.
Thanks for clarifying. Ariana Grande, I know Dave is the biggest fan. That's a joke. Said that she has something coming next year. A video she posted said a corrupt file has been found and corrected. Then the video cut to text that said, see you next year. Announcement loading. People are speculating it's a tour and that Madison Beer is going to open up for her. I hope it's a tour. Ari, I feel like hasn't put out music. Since the beginning of 2024? That song, Yes And.
She's got a song that's on air right now.
Oh, yeah, but that didn't come out since, that came out with the old stuff. We're just playing it now.
Oh, all right.
And Wicked is her thing right now. But we need more music from Ari, so this will be good.
That'll be exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
There's a couple of more. We're going to be at the State Fair later on this morning. As soon as we are done here, we're going to hop in the car and run out to the State Fair. We'll try to be there around 11 o'clock. That's our goal. It really is. It's dependent on traffic. I mean, I went the other day and I had really almost no traffic. You went yesterday?
I went yesterday and it was barely any traffic. Like the traffic really was the usual traffic to get on 94. And that was pretty much it.
Screw me then, because I literally was in a parking lot both days on, I think I got in the fastest Saturday, which is crazy because Saturdays are always
Saturday was when I waited 45 minutes.
Yeah.
That's when I was
then
having
Sunday
a rough time.
and Monday were just standstill for a long time for me.
But if you see us, come say hi 11 to 1 at the KDWB booth, which is attached to the K-Fan booth. If you see that.
Dave, I think you still have a few books left, right?
Yeah, if you buy one of our You're Kind of Hot shirts, I will give you one of my children's books or my other book. Take a shower, show up on time, and don't steal anything. But you have to ask. So you have to ask for it. You can't we're not going to hand it to you. So if you want to buy our You're Kind of Hot shirt, you get the book for free while I'm there.
I will say I wore this shirt yesterday and people would walk up to me and they go, you are kind of hot. And I would look at them like, huh? And forgot that I was wearing the shirt that says you're kind of hot. They're like, oh, you are kind of hot.
It's a great little flirty conversation starter.
It's cute. Yeah, I like it.
It's very cute. Apparently, a former staffer on the Ellen Show kind of came out of nowhere and said when they worked on the show, Ellen hated the men who worked for her, especially if she caught them talking to her wife, Portia de Rossi.
Ooh.
She's a little jealous.
I guess so.
All right.
Also,
Fine.
Billie Eilish is such a fan of the Uno card game that they've teamed up for her to design a deck for her fans to buy. It features bold colors like lime green and orange, and her stick figure, which I've never heard of before, Blush. Anybody know that one?
No.
Apparently not. It always cracks me up. It's like, okay, I'm sure Billie Eilish loves Uno, but I'm sure that she didn't go to them and say, hey, they probably came to her and said, let's make some money on this together.
Yeah.
So go pick that up, I guess. And who has lost over 200 pounds and able to ride an electric scooter again?
Who?
Jelly Roll.
Who?
He says, this is big news in my world. He's lost over 200 pounds on Livia weight control centers. So call 855-GO-LIVIA and lose up to 10 pounds in just 2 weeks.
I will say,
that State Fair weight we're going to put on afterward. Is this Olivia? While you're picking pork chop on a stick out of your teeth.
Yeah.
Talk to Carol over Olivia or Heather, and they'll get you set up.
Worth it.
I have seen pictures of Jelly Roll and the transformation. Him and Lizzo look really, really good. I don't know which one of them, if either of them are doing Livia or it's natural or what they're doing.
Yeah, they're both doing
They're both
Livia.
doing Livia. Oh, good for them.
Me, on the other hand, I'm not. I'm going to Holiday Station stores and getting their $7 meal deal.
That's my girl.
Yeah. Because they got a personal pizza and a 20-ounce soda or a medium coffee for $7.
Medium coffin?
Wow.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah. What do you think? Who do you think would fit on this show in a medium coffin?
Don't you do it. Don't answer. It's a setup.
Dracula.
No, I'm asking you, Dave.
Oh.
Which one of us would fit in a medium coffin?
Vaught?
Yeah, probably. I think you fit the best.
Yeah.
Okay.
My
I don't know how to
big.
respond to
Your
that.
butt is too big.
Bailey.
It would poke out the top.
You can't shut it.
A little.
Yeah.
Can't get the lid on.
Yeah. Like when you try to shove too much in a Tupperware container.
Yeah.
That's me.
You cut out a little hole on top.
Just put aluminum foil over
All
it
right,
instead.
you guys, stop it.
Jenny's face down.
All right, I'm going to get you Nelly tickets right now, and no hoops to jump through today. It's a different day for all of us, so no hoops to jump through. We're just going to get you Nelly tickets. If you are a big fan of the show, you want to go see Maya Ja Rule and Yin Yang Twins at the State Fair on Saturday night. Call me now. Man, just tell Vaughn, hey, I really want to go. If you call and go, what do I do? I win tickets, so what do I get? What?
Hello?
I do it. I would do it too. I would call the radio station and go, what do I win? But it is just specifically Nelly. Call me now to win 651-989-KDWB.
You know them as creepy, kooky, altogether ooky. Now know them in the smash